Hello everyone, my name is Shauna in case you don't know, and welcome back to another video. Just wanted to say really quickly, if you want to watch all of my Dallas vlogs slash rambles and whatnot, this isn't the first vlog, but this is the first vlog for LeakyCon, so it's really up to you. You can watch them in any order, I think. So in case you haven't watched my last video, I have postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. This is my first time going to a convention knowing my diagnosis. When I last went to LeakyCon, I didn't know my diagnosis and I thought I had an eating disorder. And yeah, it was not fun last year. I don't want to go into why it wasn't fun last year, but this year is already much better than last year. So I'm going to insert some random clips I took this morning here.
To the twins to go and pursue something that they have been working on since, being at school. Like, he had faith in them, that he knows they're hilarious, he knows that they're talented and like scary smart, and able to make incredible pranks and just things to get students out of classes and stuff like that, and he trusts them, and so he gives them all this money and says, all right, go do it, go achieve your goals and your dreams, and while you're at it, make me laugh, because I feel like I'm never gonna laugh again, is what I feel like he's saying. Yeah.
I'm sorry that there's not many clips from this morning. I was gonna do more vlogging, but like, the thing about POTS is I really don't feel well right now. And I'm pretty sure I also have another thing, like gastropass, something with my gastro system, and yeah, fun for intense stomach pain. I was feeling really fatigued this morning and I had a hard time putting on my makeup, but as you can see, I got it on. I am using primer for like the first time. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last Dallas video. I'm using primer now, and I started using it yesterday, and it makes my face like glow a little bit and sort of like shiny, which is nice, but it makes me feel like my face is all sweaty, and that is sort of gross. And yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep using it until I'm out of it and then stop using it. So I want to show you a few things that I got so far. So there's two booths that I knew I was gonna buy something from, so that's what I did first. And the first one is a mother of dragon eggs, and she was at Weekend of Wizardry in Tacoma, Washington, which I went to. So I got an egg from her back in December, and she was really, really nice. She has the same name as me, look at that. Shauna. I'll link her Instagram and her Etsy down in the description below, but she makes these fantastic dragon eggs. Now, I wasn't sure which one I wanted, and it was sort of embarrassing when I chose the one I wanted because I just completely spaced on it, but part of POTS is I don't get accurate blood flow throughout my whole body, and basically all my blood flow goes to my legs and my feet. And I'm wearing compression stockings, but I guess it keeps it up in my stomach a little more. My hands, yeah, there's no blood flow in these hands right now, and there wasn't this morning, and it's a heat one, so it's supposed to heat up and then you can see what house you're in, but that's the joys of not having blood flow in your hands. You can't get heat sensitive things to work, so I had to have my mom get it to work for me. I actually can't get it right now, but it's Hufflepuff. I got my house, and I got a little stand for it. Ta-da! This one is much smaller than the other one that I got, and I might buy more from her later this weekend. I don't know. She's really nice. And I gave them one of my ribbons. Well, I gave them each one of my ribbons because her husband was there too. And I am giving ribbons out, so these are the ribbons I'm giving out. The Rip Colin Creevy, because he died in the last book, which you will know that if you read the book. And I'm requesting that people trade with me just because I didn't bring that many ribbons, and ribbons are really expensive, but some people aren't trading with me. Well, some people I'm giving them out to, just because I thought more people would be coming to me for trading stuff, because people online have been like, oh, I have ribbons, I'll trade with people, but people haven't been coming up to me to trade that much, so I'm sort of just giving them out now. So yeah. But two people were really nice and gave me these two ribbons. One is Snape's on a Plane and Still Not a Ginger. So yeah, and this one is just free. It came with all Ribbons Galore orders for LeakyCon. And then also trading wise, I got a few more things. I got a Hufflepuff glow stick, so just a yellow glow stick, but that's sort of cute. and it would be great for the Ball or the Rock concert, which I'm not going to either just because I need sleep, okay? I'm sorry. And I got this cute little bookmark from someone, and I got this cute bookmark from someone, and I got this cute little clothespin with a house tie on it, and I think I'm gonna attach this one to my lanyard. But yeah, everyone's been super nice this year, and at other conventions when I've been in a wheelchair, it's like no one comes up to me or talks to me or anything like that unless they're in a wheelchair too and we're waiting in line. But multiple people have come up to me and talked to me, and that's like crazy, and it makes me feel like more accepted. I'm going to try to like showcase or talk about a lot of my YouTube channel now is the fact that a lot of people use wheelchairs and they can still walk or stand for short periods of time, and I'm in that boat. I have times where I feel better and times when I feel worse, and I'm gonna try to go to the marketplace today without a wheelchair. But on mornings like this, I need a little extra help, and you shouldn't feel ashamed for needing extra help when you need it, because life happens. You know, chronic illnesses are hard because you never know when you're gonna feel great and when you're gonna feel awful, and it just changes like on the whim of a moment. Okay, enough about me talking about pods. So some other things that I got. Whoop. I got the official shirt for this year. It's this. I like this official shirt better than the one last year. They were selling the ones from last year and I almost got one, but the ones last year basically just said LeakyCon, and then it was your house color, and I was like, I expected a little more, but that's cool too. So yeah, this is the one for this year. And next year they announced that they're going to Orlando, Florida, and I don't know if I'm going yet or not. I don't know. Vacations are hard when I'm not feeling well, so it just really depends on if I get better or not. Also, I went to Orlando, Florida in the summer last year, as many of you know if you've been watching my YouTube videos, and I did not do well. So if I do go next year, I might not be going to the parks when I go, which would be sad, but I don't know. I'm hoping I can get my stuff under control, because pods, you can like minimize symptoms a lot, and for some people you can get it to completely go away, so I'm hoping I'm one of those people that we can get pods to completely go away, but I don't know yet. A couple other things I got, these are like food items. Pico's Pizza's there, and this is the cup I got. It's cold and like, whatchamacallit, when you get the watery thing on the outside? Moisture? Moisture. There's a star right there. This is butterbeer technically, but it tastes like cream soda. That's just, the recipe's changed just slightly. But yeah, it's basically cream soda. And then popcorn, which I got last year too. I got the same kind. This is killing my gut right now. I'm trying to eat this for lunch. So I am going to go eat some popcorn and get ready to go back down soon. The panel I went to today was called Why We Worship the Weasleys, but I'm having really bad brain fog today, so I didn't take in a lot of what I was hearing. Basically, I used to think brain fog was me being spacey, but it's brain fog. So, yeah. Also, I'm gonna search on social media to see if I can find links to like the two gals' Instagram or Twitters who are moderating the panel, and I'm gonna leave them down in the description below because they're both two lovely humans who are really educated on Harry Potter and really smart, and I like them. So if I find their social media, again, I'll put it down below. On to the second half of the day. Bye!
Welcome to, we're on Friday afternoon, day one. How do we feel? Right, seems pretty positive. I'm here, of course, and you're all here for the spotlight with our good friend.
Really? But here's the big finish.
Is it a happy ending?
It was a seminal piece, or drama. It's a mishmash of everything. That's the very nature of what life is. That is all of the things. And I sort of like performances that have all of those things. You know, if you suffer from any kind of mental health issues, you know full well that one day you can be, you know, in pieces on the floor, and the next day you can be laughing like a fool. And that's sort of the beauty of life, that it is so varied and interesting, to me at least.
Yeah, do you find that you gravitate more towards the comedy or the drama side, or to that sort of in-between space that's more true to it?
I mean, I very much enjoy the in-between, because I think that's where, a lot of the time, I think that's where truth is. You know, you can say truth, sometimes a difficult truth to hear, but if you frame it in comedy, it's amazing what people let you get away with. So far. The reality is that you can listen to all the advice in the world, you can listen to people who've been incredibly successful, and you can also be completely free to ignore that advice, because your journey is your journey. The journey that I've been on is different from everybody else's, as is yours to mine. That's sort of what it is. So the thing with advice is that, from whoever it may be, is that you are perfectly entitled to ignore it and take your own journey. Because there will be people who will tell you that you can't in life, and there will be people that you tell you that you aren't good enough. Are you going to listen to them? Why? Someone has an opinion. Okay, that's cool. But you don't have to take it on board. So, you know, it's about being true to yourself. And now you can cry.
I am done for the day, and as you probably saw, I went to James Payton's panel, which was called Spotlight James Payton, I think it was. James Payton was really funny, but also he was talking about something that he did called Wank World. I'm sorry if any kids are watching this, because wank is like masturbation, and he was going into detail about it, and I was like, no, 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 there's literally 8-year-olds in this room. So that was really awkward, and I was just sitting there going, please stop talking about that. But he finally stopped, and he finally answered a bunch of questions. There's this cute little girl there named Lily, and she kept asking questions over and over and over again, and it was really cute. My goal was to get rid of all my ribbons today, because my ribbons matched my Colin Creepy cosplay. I wasn't fully successful. I still have like 10 ribbons left, but that's fine. I'll post about it on the app tomorrow, and hopefully I can get rid of all 10 tomorrow. I also have some other little things like Lego figures and mystery minis that I'm hoping to give out over the weekend and trade with people. I had a James Payton photograph after the panel, and that was pretty fun. I was about to pass out because I just became lightheaded all of a sudden, and my whole body felt weak, and I lost blood flow to this hand. That's interesting. Do you ever just get this weird feeling in your hand because your hand's like this all day, and then you're like, something's wrong with my hand? But it's also because my body doesn't know how to flow the blood in my body. So yeah, I lost blood flow in this hand, but it's okay. Look, it looks fine, right? It's completely fine now. And because I wasn't feeling well, I was really awkward when I was talking to James, and do you ever just look back on how awkward you are and just cringe? Because that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm not even looking back that far, I'm just looking back a few hours, so yeah. And then I basically walked through the artist alley a lot. I saw Harry and the Potters, and my conversation with them was really awkward as well. And I'll include a little snippet of basically what happened right here. Okay, now that you saw that photo, basically what happened is I went up to them because I liked their music and I was gonna give them ribbons. I went up to the Snitch Witches window because the main, like, singer in the band was at the Snitch Witches window, but in case you don't know, I'm allergic to wheat because of POTS. I just love POTS. It makes me allergic to wheat, dairy, and soy, even though I still eat dairy and soy. Yeah, I couldn't order a Snitch Witch, so it was really awkward. And then I said, I like your music, and then he was like, are you coming to the concert tonight? And I was like, no. And then I had to quickly think of something on my feet, because the honest truth of the matter is, if I do go to the concert, I wouldn't be going to bed until like 3 in the morning, and then I'd have to wake up at 8 o'clock tomorrow and only have 5 hours of sleep. I have to have at least 10 hours in order to function fully. I didn't get 10 hours last night, so I was not doing well this morning. I missed out on a panel I wanted to go to. Like the panel I wanted to go to most today, I missed out on it because I couldn't get up because my body was too fatigued from having less than 10 hours of sleep. So even for 10 hours of sleep tonight, I'm probably not gonna get 10 hours of sleep, but it would be better than getting like 5 hours of sleep, because it takes my body a while to like shut down and fall asleep. And yeah, also I almost passed out when I was meeting James Payton, so I was like, I don't think standing at a Wizard Rock concert is the best idea for me right now. I feel so bad saying that. I really liked seeing them perform when I saw them in the past, and I like their music, and I listen to their music a lot, so yeah, if you ever get the chance, go see Harry and the Potters. They're a great band, and you should definitely support them. And you should support other Wizard Rock bands too, like Tonks and the Aurors and Draco and the Malfoys. So yeah. I also met and interacted with a lot of people after I posted for the second time about my ribbon, so that was nice, because when I was in the wheelchair, I sort of realized, and I knew this from the start, people don't really interact with you at all, or they don't interact with you as if you're a normal human when you're in a wheelchair, and it really freaking sucks. There's two things going on here. First of all, a lot of people pretend to like not see you or not look at you because they don't know how to interact with you. They sometimes also stare at you when they don't know how to interact with you. Do you want to know how to interact with someone who's in a wheelchair? Go up to them and say, hi, how are you? And smile at them. Because we can talk like any normal human can talk. So we can interact with you We can talk to you, we can trade things when we're at conventions. It's just, we are normal humans. Just, for me, I just have to sometimes rely on a wheelchair, and for other people they have to rely on it a lot, and that's completely fine, and you're still normal and human and accepted if you're in a wheelchair. And I wish more people would realize that. But I did have some people talk to me a little bit when I was in the wheelchair, and that was really nice. I full on had someone ask for my photo when I was in the wheelchair, and that was like one of the nicest things ever, because he treated me as if I was a normal human when everyone that day hadn't been treating me as much like I was a normal human. Like, most people were just trying to avoid me, and this one asked me for my photo, and it just made my day, because it just proved to me that some people still care about me and view me as a normal human even if I have to rely on a wheelchair. And some people did stop me for ribbons too. Not too many people, but some people stopped me for ribbons when I was in my wheelchair, and that made me really happy too. Just, yeah. I hate it when I have to rely on a wheelchair and I'm already feeling awful as is when I'm in my wheelchair, and then I don't get to talk to anyone. It's like, okay, so there's two things that are going bad about the day, and just people talking to me like I'm a normal human just makes things better. Just FYI, in case you don't know how to interact with someone in a wheelchair, or in case you see me in a wheelchair. And next I want to show you something. So these are the things you could just get like at the front. So the pamphlet this year, which I will like, you know what, for these, I'll hold on to these and I'll do the flip the camera thing. But one sec, I'll show you everything else first. But yeah, there was like 3 other things, but I'll show you all those when you flip the camera. So before I flip the camera, let's show you some things from the Harry and the Potters booth. I got this little mug. And inside, I didn't notice this until I got it, has the Sword of Godric Gryffindor on the inside. And that, yeah, and it's like metal, is it metal? It's enamelware. This was $25. And the next thing I bought was something that I've been wanting something like this for a while, and I'm pretty sure I follow this person on Instagram, and that's part of why I got it. So yeah, and also I saw them and they were really cute. But look, it's a little pin display, and it has the colors of the Spectre specs on the top, blue and pink, and it has a little wood carving right here with the Spectre specs on it, and it was made by Lunatic Life, and I'm pretty sure I follow her on Instagram, pretty sure. If I haven't, I've seen her around on Instagram before. But yeah, I can just display all my pins from Universal Studios on here. And this was also $15, I think, which I thought it would be more. But, you know, maybe I'll go back there and buy something another day this weekend so I support them even more. Now, before I show you my photo with James Payton, I'm going to be showing you some of the trade things that I got. So I got this little card, which says Dobby has no master, and I got this from someone who's trading. I don't know who. If you gave me any of these items, let me know, and I'll like link your info down in the description below if you want me to. I got this nice vinyl Deathly Hallows sticker. I didn't know this person was gonna give me one, then she gave me one. It was just, I was trying to get rid of my ribbons and like give them away, and she was at the soda booth. So she was like near me, and she was going up right after us to refill her container, and I'm like, here's a ribbon. And she was like, thank you, and she gave me this. So it's a little Hufflepuff tattoo. And now onto my lanyard. So with James Payton's photograph, I got a James Payton pin. The person there gave it to me for free. I think I showed this earlier. Yeah, I did. And ribbons. I'm gonna flip the camera and show you this too so that you can read everything. And this is my photo with James Payton. I'm not going to go into everything here just in case I do. At that time I met James Payton, but he was nice, he was funny. I was really confused, like I didn't know what pose to do and I wasn't feeling well, and he like gave me 3 options and I was like, I don't know what to do, and he helped me figure out what pose to do, and this is just an average standard pose. But we had a couple different options, but the thing was, I considered buying a second photo with him because, and he brought this up too, having me pretend to take a photo of him, but I think to do that I would have wanted a separate photo because I want a photo with our faces in it too. So yeah, it sucks that I didn't buy 2 photos because the photos are cheap at LeakyCon, unless you're meeting Tom Felton, but that's not even that expensive, okay? And now let me flip the camera around to show you some things. Okay, so my ribbons. I showed you this one earlier, which is my ribbon, and then my other ribbon is a Horcrux, is the ribbon that Ribbons Galore is giving all LeakyCon orders. There's Snape's on a plane, still not a ginger from Doctor Who. That one says, may I offer you a cough drop, Dolores? Pint-sized Potter fans, squad goals, pint-sized Potter fans, again, but a different color. The emotional range of a teaspoon. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. No spew, get back to work, which is cute, but also I support spew, so no. Enjoy a little chaos, lunatic life for the slightly sane, never hide your crazy. Official friend of the Nerd Jacket. I follow the Nerd Jacket on social media, specifically Instagram. So if you have an Instagram, go follow the Nerd Jacket. I'll link her info down below. Armed and Grangerous. Malfoy's Sanctimonia Vincent Semper. I probably said that wrong, I'm tired. Uckfumbridge, which is basically like, my parents went to U of O and I was originally planning on going to U of O, and we don't like the Huskies, so we say Huck the Fuskies. So it's the same concept with Uckfumbridge, you know? Just like reverse the front letters, you know? Okay, you probably get it. You don't need me to describe it to you. Don't neglect your earmuffs. Look how cute that little mandrake is. Look, it's so cute. I love mandrakes. Incendio, which is from Waxspurts Candle Co. Hogwarts is my happy place. The Nargles made me do it. Banned by educational degree, and that is really cute. And it's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Now to just show you like the handout things that were free, and they're sort of like the guides for this weekend. I think this one's damaged. Yeah, it feels rough, so it's definitely damaged. I'm not gonna read this all off, so you can read it and pause it if you want to. And look, so that Gilderoy cosplayer was really funny, and I took some photos with him that I'll be uploading to my Instagram soon if I haven't done already. And look, he signs the pamphlet because he's in it. That is just fantastic. This is the map of everything. So far, I've mainly been in the marketplace, but I've also been to the main stage. Why We Worship the Weasleys was in the Unicorn Room. Marketplace is all the vendors and stuff. And the main stage is where I saw James Payton's panel. So yeah, here's the Artist Alley stuff. I don't think I've been in the crafts yet. Yeah, and I haven't gone down Artist Alley much. I don't know what this is. I guess that's the marketplace and this is Artist Alley, but I haven't been down here yet, and I haven't been to crafts yet, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Here's a list of all the vendors. Off the top of my head, I really like a Mother of Dragon Eggs. Go check out her Etsy, as I said earlier in this video. I need to check out this one. I've been wanting to sign up for a subscription box for a while, and yeah, Accio box is one that I've been considering. And I need to check out Bibliobar. I forgot to check that out today. There's a couple things I want there. Elhofer design is really expensive, but they always have cute stuff, but I'm probably not going to get anything from them there just because money, but maybe, who knows. Harry and the Potter's booth, obviously, which is right there. And then Lunatic Life right there. And one more thing is a Hungarian wand shop. I think that's where I got my wand back in 2016, and that's my only personal wand because I've never been selected for the wand ceremony at Universal, which is sad but true. And more vendors. Let's see if I recognize any of these. I mean, I think I've walked by most of these. I really like some of the like soap things that they have at LeakyCon, but I'm allergic to shea butter, and all of the soap stuff here has shea butter for some reason. They're like, oh, add shea butter to it, it'll make your skin all soft and moisturize it and stuff, and it's like, no, I'll get a gigantic rash that burns and itches. So yeah, don't do shea butter, folks, it ain't fun. Okay, so I'm meeting her tomorrow for a picture. I'm doing a group picture with all the girls, so I'm seeing her tomorrow, and they're all staying in the same hotel with me, BTW, just because it's closest to the convention center. I'm staying there because I obviously don't feel well and I need to be able to run to my room. I saw Scarlett last year, but I'm seeing her again this year. I obviously saw James today. I'm sort of wondering if James wrote his own bio, because look at this. He still just about lives in London, even though he should know better. People seem to like him, but he's not sure why either. I feel like he wrote his own bio. Or his agent did, and his agent has a sense of humor. Paul Harris, I'm not doing any of his wand workshops, so I'm probably not going to really see him, but I'm hoping to go to at least one panel that he's in. And Jim, I'm seeing him on Sunday. And since Tom, what? Okay, so apparently they don't have some of the guests in here or something, because they don't have Georgina, and they don't have Tom, and they don't have Tiana. But there's a little sheet, and I think the reason why there's a little sheet is because they were the last guest to be added. So here is the Wizard Rock bands. That one is my favorite out of all of them, but they are all amazing, so go check them all out. and the author's biographies. I really want to read Simon versus the Homo sapien Agenda. I'm currently reading We Hunt the Flame, although I'm not done with it, and I saw her walk by today. I didn't say hi to her, but I saw her. I wanted to say hi, but I also didn't want to say hi because I wasn't feeling well and I had to make it to my photo op, but I saw her today and that's cool. Mackenzie Lee, and I want to read Mackenzie Lee's books, and I have one of her books as an audiobook from Audible, so I need to get on to listening to that. Fun fact, the book that I have that is her book on Audible is actually read by Christian Coulson, who I met last year at LeakyCon, and he is Tom Riddle in Chamber of Secrets, so that's cool. Here's Julie Murphy. I know a lot of people like her books. I haven't read them yet. There's Put It in Dublin, Mark Oshiro, Nick Stone, Angie Thomas, and I really want to read The Hate U Give and On the Come Up, and I own The Hate U Give, I just haven't got around to reading it yet. And then these are podcasters. Before I do the podcasters, here's the other actors and authors. So Tiana Benjamin, who I'm meeting tomorrow, Tom Felton, meeting tomorrow as well, Georgina, meeting her tomorrow as well, although some people are calling her Georgie and some are calling her George, but I don't know what to call her from. It's like Stan and Stanislav. Do I call him Stan? Do I call him Stanislav? Same thing. And then here's the other guest biographies. Maureen Johnson, which I know a lot of people like her books, and Justin A. Reynolds, and I haven't read any of his books yet. I want to say that his book is one of the ones I want to read, but I can't remember off the top of my head. All of these authors are great, it's just a matter of whether they're on my immediate TBR or not. So here's the podcasters. I don't really listen to podcasts too much because I have brain fog and can't take in a lot of what I hear. So sometimes panels are difficult for me, but I try my hardest. So yeah, I don't listen to podcasts that often, but I'm sure they're all great. And here's presenter biographies. There's a lot of presenters this year. That is pretty cool. And then here's the mischief management staff and the event staff. And then acknowledgements. This looks like an ad. Oh, for mischief management, they put on all of these Comic-Cons. Autograph and photograph procedures. These are pretty standard. Code of conduct, again, pretty standard. Continued. And some spots for notes, even though I don't normally use those for notes. And local coverage. And that is the advertisement for the Boston one because LeakyCon Boston is happening later this year, although I'm not going to it. And yeah, that's a fact. So the panel is for Friday. I'm pretty sure there will be a different one for Saturday and Sunday because this one's only Friday. But let's show you. So let me show you all the ones that I wanted to go to and then the ones that I actually was able to attend because of how I was feeling. I wanted to do Friday crafts, didn't get around to doing that. I wanted to go to LeakyCon Party Game Hour, was not feeling well to go to that. I wanted to go to the Hufflepuff meetup, again, was not feeling well to go to that. I went to Why We Worship the Weasleys. I wanted to go to Fantastic Scores and Who Conducts Them. I wanted to go to Mental Health in the Wizarding World. I wanted to go to Why Victor Crumb is the Best and You're All Wrong. I sort of wanted to go to Potterless Live. I don't know. I don't really listen to podcasts, but Tiana Benjamin was at that panel, so yeah. And then I wanted to go to Disability at Hogwarts, but I didn't. And I went to the Spotlight James Payton. And those were the only other things I wanted to go to today. I mean, I wanted to go to the Wizard Rock concert, but I think my sleep is top priority. And then here were the autographs and photographs times for today. And then here's just general things about LeakyCon, I guess. See, I wish this was on the website. I had to email them to figure this stuff out, how to like rent them and whatnot, but I just ended up bringing my own anyways. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, that's it for day one of LeakyCon. Also, I don't know why, but the convention center is really hot this year, so I was overheating and dying in my cosplay. Last year it was like freezing cold, and I heard from one of the presenters it's normally cold in the Dallas Convention Center, but apparently not this year. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to me if you haven't already. Now I have to go decompress and plan out my day tomorrow a little more. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can go to bed early tonight so that I can make it to a panel at 10:15 tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna try my hardest. Really gonna try. I might not be able to, but I'm gonna try. And I probably need to eat dinner at some point, so yeah. I'll see you all in a future video. Bye.